Hi Darren, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm glad to see you brought your journal.
Yes, I've been working on it.
Good, good, have a seat. How have you been?
I'm good, I just got off work. Been a long week, now I'm off for 2 days.
Nice, nice.
Happy about that.
Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, that's always a nice one. It's my Friday too. I'm gonna spend some time with the family this weekend. Relax.
Sounds good.
It's good self-love. So you're in week 5, right?
Yes,
Okay, all right. How are your IOP sessions going? Tell me what you've learned.
they're going great. I've learned a lot. Learned a lot about routine and balance, as far as schedules and time management.
Uh-huh.
I've learned a lot about calming techniques, like breathing, meditation.
Uh-huh.
So it keeps me kind of on an even keel.
Okay, all right. So when I used to run IOP groups, I used to teach how routine can account for every second of your day. And in return for that, by the time the end of the day comes, you don't have time to drink or to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
So what else have you learned?
I've learned a lot about avoiding behaviors that lead to trouble.
Oh yeah, can you tell me more about that?
Well, like I used to go after work to a bar, and I would have too many drinks and drive home, and I wouldn't think about the consequences of that.
What kind of consequences could that be?
DUI, death, I could hurt someone else, hurt myself,
Very true.
hurt my family,
Mhm.
So I try to stay away from bad behaviors like that. I try to think of more about my health and my well-being and my mental well-being. I'm just trying to do things that are productive and not destructive.
Okay. So that's some of the techniques that you use to
Right.
avoid those behaviors. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're thinking like that. It's crazy with a sober mind, you start processing, thinking about consequences, thinking about how playing the tape all the way out. How could this situation play out and how could I reap from it, And reaping can be good or bad,
Right.
So how long have you been sober now?
I've been sober I was sober for 2 straight weeks, but then I kind of slipped back into it. I started drinking on the weekends,
Okay,
but only on the weekends.
okay, all right. Why is it just on the weekends?
Well, I think that I have a routine through the week.
Okay,
My mind is occupied, I'm working, I'm not
okay,
thinking about, the negative stuff so much, but when I'm alone on the weekends, I kind of get bored and I slip into depression. And the alcohol has always been something that it's like an old friend that you go to talk about your problems, I guess.
okay,
And so I just kind of had a relapse just on the weekends.
okay. All right, so revisiting this routine here, it's working for you during the week, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's really helped.
Yeah, that's cool. So now we just figure out something for the weekend and try to fill your time up then, and maybe we can get you on some complete abstinence. I want to tell you, good job on the 2 weeks. Like you was drinking every day, and then you just went 2 weeks without drinking, and then even though you started drinking on the weekends again, you've still cut down, and I'd like to commend you on that. Not everybody can do that.
It's hard.
It's very hard, and it shows that you got a lot of willpower, and it also shows that you're motivated somewhat within your recovery.
Yeah, I want to get better.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. So on the weekends, do you mind if we talk about that?
No.
So the weekends, you're off work. You said a second ago, it's Friday. You're off for 2 days. Do you have any plans for like AA meetings or recovery related events this weekend?
No, I have met a few old friends at some of the AA meetings, and they have, from time to time, invited me out, but I've always declined because I don't feel that I'm in the mental place right now, like with the depression, And the same with my family at home. I don't spend a lot of time around them like I should because of the same reason. I feel like, you know, my attitude, my mental state at that time is going to affect them in a negative way. And so I don't go out and I don't accept invitations to go out.
Okay.
And that's probably why I slipped back into drinking.
Do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
So you said when they invite you out, you decline and you don't take a lot of invitations. What if it was something that you planned? You know, I don't know what you like doing, like the horse track or golfing or riding four-wheelers, or I don't know what it is you like to do. But what if you thought of an activity to do and then invited one of those people with you to where you feel like it's more of your thing and you're inviting them? We're just trying to get you active and to be social and to try to get you out your head so we can get down to the bottom of this depression.
Oh, that could work maybe.
Now, you think that could work? These friends, are they still sober?
As far as I know, they're going through the program, they're going to the meetings, and they seem to be sober to me.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Does that motivate you? Does that make you happy?
It does motivate me to see other people that are struggling with the same thing that I am, but they're out there holding it together.
So you see the comparison in your guys' problems, and
Right.
you also see them succeeding, so that really motivates you.
And I know they have similar experiences to mine, so I don't feel so self-conscious about some of the dumb things that I've done,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or the things I've done while under the influence, because I'm there with other people who understand that. They've done the same type of things.
Okay,
So-
all right,
It's a peer thing, I guess you would call it.
okay. So what I'm kind of hearing is you do have some comparisons and you do feel like you could be comfortable around them. And if you don't mind, I suggest that you just make a step and attempt to go out. And like I said, maybe you can organize the event or activity and invite them. And then when you get home at night, I'd like you to journal about it. Every time you get home from one of them events, I want you to journal about it so we can talk about it in future sessions. The goal here is to get you out on your own, self-sustaining, and get you motivated in your recovery, and ultimately help you find some peace and stay sober.
Sounds good.
Does that sound good? Well, Darren, I've really enjoyed talking with you today, and I hope that you make this step and go out and be social, and hopefully it does a lot of good for you.
Okay,
All righty.
thank you.
Thanks, Darren.